Shalom kol halal Yahweh Yahweh Shai Bahashim Kakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. My brother / elder, shalom and salutations to you all. This is the World War III Daily Update. And, yeah. I'm gonna play this.
We're also following a developing story, a potentially big one out of the Middle East just now, a possible Israeli strike in Qatar. Reuters is reporting that there were several explosions in Doha earlier today. Meanwhile, Axios reports that Israeli officials said the explosions were an assassination attempt against Hamas officials. So far, the IDF has only publicly said that it conducted a precise strike targeting the senior leadership of the Hamas terrorist organization, but it didn't say where. Joining us now from Jerusalem, NBC News chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel. Richard, to recap, explosions witnessed the multiple reports in Doha this morning. Israel saying they targeted Hamas leadership. What more do we know, and what does this mean?
This is huge. You don't understand that. This is huge. Okay? Can't just go around bombing. Oh, well, we were getting Hamas.
So, as you mentioned, Israel confirmed that it carried out a strike against senior Hamas leaders. It didn't specify where exactly, but it said these leaders were connected to the...
That means you could just go blow anybody up. Oh, well, we was getting Hamas. No, nigga. That's the cover story. Oh, well, we was getting Hamas. No. You're at war. We see right through. Oh, we're just getting Hamas. You was just getting Hamas in Gaza, nigga. Took that. What you doing in Qatar right now? You taking that? What's in Qatar? Oil? Need some oil, huh, to conduct this World War III.
7th massacre just about 2 years ago. As if there was any doubt, and no one had any doubt who was responsible, the Qatari foreign ministry just issued a statement a short while ago, and it said that Qatar strongly condemns what it called the, quote, cowardly Israeli attack that targeted residential buildings.
There it is. It's the only language you need, right, to let you know that there's that's two countries fighting against each other. Not, oh, well, we're just going after Hamas. Don't trip on the bombs that we just dropped in your country. We're only going after Hamas. No, you're only going after the illegals right now, right? Until you got to go after, while you're changing the laws of who is and who is not an illegal, right? Well, we're going to repeal the 14th Amendment and make you illegal too. Do we need any more? This is World War III, folks.
We're housing several members of the political bureau of Hamas. So they are clearly talking about the same thing.
Let me put it to you this way. What's going on right here? Israel did what today? Well, here's what we were showing yesterday. Okay, who had that? Who showed that? I did. I'll get mine. Here's what we showed yesterday. God damn it. This. Let's look at this. All right. Let's contrast these two things. What is Israel doing? Let's start at the top with this. Let's see. Yep.
There we go. You can hear. There we go. You can hear the shooting now. Everyone's going to run away.
This is in Israel. That's in Israel right now, or a day ago. If Israel is shooting bombs into Qatar, whatever you want to call it, Qatar, nigga. You call it gutter. Gully, nigga. I'm so gully. They're running from machine gun fire. This is the result of shooting bombs, right, on all these other countries. Watch this. Pop! Pop! When this guy...
Insane.
Was that...
We're going to give you guys some information about the 6.
Up there.
Insane.
Let's see.
We're going to give you guys some information about the 6
Look at this guy.
victims
He'll pull
so
his
far.
wife out. 6.
Until we get confirmation whether that number is going to increase or not as well.
6.
Yeah, so the sound in the background.
Pop, pop. Look at this.
That guy is still standing there.
That's what's going on in Israel right now. Wait a minute. And what are they doing? They're bombing.
There were several strikes hitting residential buildings in the center of Doha.
What's going on in the Middle East right now? It's called World War III. You don't see that? If I was quicker on these edits, where do we go? Damn. Here's World War III. Remember this? This is World War III, y'all. What are they doing? They're at war with Venezuela. This is over here. Slovakia. Where did that go? Well, I lost it. I clearly lost that. Anyway. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Three blasts heard. That's this. I went back to that. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what I'm doing. Bear with me. This. Because this is beautiful footage. This is going on, what, one day ago? That's
there we go. You can hear.
Not sure. 1, 2, 3.
You can hear the shooting now. Everyone's going to run away. Insane. We're going to give you guys some information about
You see the small hat, right? So, I don't, what does it look like? What is going to happen as a result of? Damn, I got to go back here. Targeting another country. You added another country.
The political bureau of Hamas. So they are clearly.
What's the result of this?
About the same thing. There were several strikes hitting residential buildings in.
Reaction would be from its region if, due to this strike across territorial lines in the sovereign state.
Listen to it. Listen to the language. Listen to the language. Now they're talking about who's on whose side and who's going to join who and what this is going to cause. Listen.
A deal needs to get done or there'll be repercussions. One wonders if this was what he meant. But what is this, to your last point there? We know that Israel at times has struck in other nations, its neighbors. Certainly Prime Minister Netanyahu has escalated a lot of aggressive military tactics in recent months. What will be the reaction from the region? Israel not that long ago trying to normalize.
What will be the reaction? Well, let's see if we can find that. Let's go back one here. Let me see. Second Ezra. Second Ezra 15 and okay, where's Qatar? Qatar is an Arab nation, is it not? So Qatar is a dragon, all right? Iran is a wild boar, all right? Qatar is a dragon. Yemen is a dragon, all right? Lebanon, dragon. Syria, dragon. These are the dragons of Arabia. Iran, wild boar. Okay? Those Indians over there in India, wild boars. They're Elamites too. Anyway, what's going to happen with the dragons? Well, here the dragons are coming back together. They were destabilized, right? That whole region was destabilized. Giving some money. We're going to give you this oil money. We're going to give you some weapons. You go against them. You point these rockets we're leaving here, you point them at them. So they destabilize the whole. Right now, what are they doing? They're remembering their nature, which they're wild as million, and they're turning them. What do you mean? And if they shall turn back to each other, what does it mean? Conspiring together. Stop fighting each other. Put down your differences. Sunni against Shiite. Shiite against whatever. Okay? And do what? Conspire together in great power. To do what? To run them out. To launch a campaign against them. We have to come back together. What do we see as a result? What did Qatar say? And this dude just asked the question, what's going to happen as a result of this? Let's see if he has the right answer, because I just showed you what's going to happen. This is what is going to happen. The dragons shall have the upper. What? Then shall the dragons have the upper. Why are they going to prevail? Because they're going to come back together as a whole to fight back. And they're going to win. They're going to have the upper hand. Read down, you'll understand what's going to happen. Let's see if the devil understands that or not. Take it.
With its neighbors, what's the reaction going to be from its region if due to this strike across territorial lines in the sovereign state in Doha?
So one other important thing to point out before we talk about the regional reaction.
The devil is deflecting right now. Let me dodge that one, motherfucker, and let you forget that you asked that and hope that you don't come back to it.
Which will be severe, and there will be condemnation, and there will be repercussions.
Let me weaselly answer before I switch the subject.
Not that Hamas.
Did you hear that? Let me talk about something else, but before I do, it kind of meant this.
And there will be condemnation.
He's speaking on what he said he wasn't going to speak
on. One other.
Watch how he says it. This is a professional politician.
Territorial lines in the sovereign state in Doha. So one other important.
First thing he did was he acted like there's a delay so he could figure out what kind of lie. He's like the Grinch. The Grinch thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. Right? Old Saint Nick. Well, that Grinch thought up a lie. Watch him go through. Watch his eyes go back and forth as he's thinking how to answer and be slick about it.
Recent months, what will be the reaction from the region? You know, Israel not that long ago trying to normalize relations with its.
You could tell he's when he finishes a statement, he's nodding his head instantly, so there's no delay. Got to be observant of these things. There's no delay, but he's going to act like there is one, so he can gather himself as to how he's going to formulate this lie he's about to tell.
Trying to normalize relations with its neighbors. What's the reaction going to be from its region if due to this strike across territorial lines in the sovereign state in Doha?
So one other important thing to point out before we talk about the regional reaction, which will be severe, and there will be condemnation, and there will be repercussions. Not that Hamas is universally supported across the Middle East, absolutely not, but carrying out an airstrike in Qatar, which has been acting as a mediator for this conflict, will certainly have repercussions. But this attack, when
Okay, he explained it without explaining. Now he's gonna shift to what he said he was gonna answer after he didn't answer the first question, which he did. Hopefully you understood that.
Explosions were first heard and black smoke was seen rising from this residential compound in Doha. It came literally minutes after the military wing of Hamas accepted responsibility for the mass shooting attack in Jerusalem yesterday. So yesterday, Hamas's military wing had praised that attack.
Now, what did he just say? If you're spiritual, you understood what he just said. Okay, and I'm going to point it out. First, you have to understand who ordered whatever happened in Jerusalem. Listen to what he said. Okay, he said Hamas did some attack. No, Netanyahu ordered an attack so that they can move forward on what they're doing right now.
Yesterday, Hamas's military wing had praised that attack.
Hold on. What attack? Listen to what he said. He said that Israel immediately, after they were attacked, they immediately launched an attack on Doha. Well, why did they immediately launch an attack on Hamas? Well, we did, but in Qatar. That doesn't matter. No. You set that, you had somebody get on a bus, go shoot up some people, and you use that as a reason to do what you're doing now, which is to steal that oil. And we see you, devil.
Repercussions. But this attack, when the explosions were first heard and black smoke was seen rising from this residential compound in Doha, it came literally minutes after the military wing of Hamas accepted responsibility for the mass shooting attack in Jerusalem yesterday.
How did Hamas accept responsibility? Said who? Did Hamas come in, hey, we did that shit? No, it's all a setup. Okay? Until you understand that if you believe this devil and anything that comes out of his mouth, you're an idiot. He's just clearly openly lying to you. So now they took credit for something. You're still weaving, you're spinning yarns and creating a story. We see.
Yesterday, Hamas's military wing had praised that attack, in which at least 6 Israelis were killed, 10 others injured, 5 of them seriously. But today, Hamas's military wing put out a statement saying that they accept responsibility.
That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean we accept responsibility? Either we did it or we didn't. What are you saying, devil?
Threatening that there will be more attacks, that they are undeterred.
So that gives us carte blanche to go to Doha, Qatar, and start bombing the shit and say that we're after Hamas. Yeah?
And then moments later,
you're gonna be after Hamas where? The Ukrainians are gonna. Well, we're after Hamas over here in Russia right now because they're over here hiding now.
Smoke seen rising in Qatar. Now, obviously, an attack of this level could not be organized that quickly.
He's just steady telling on you. No, it was already, that is all part of their plan. There ain't no opposition or Hamas doing what you're saying. This is all a storyline.
Be planned that quickly. This would have been something that the Israelis have been studying, have been looking into for a very long time. A senior U.S. military.
You can't have it both ways there, devil. You just told on yourself. You hear what he said? Like, 9/11, right? Let's see, 911. Let's see if it's still up. 911. Who was it? Brokaw. Was it Tom Brokaw? Tom Brokaw. What does he say? Now, this is something that you have to see. Tom Brokaw, he knew what was going on. And he was telling the American people what happened. Do you know that about Tom Brokaw? He knew because he's a higher up. Not him. See if they still have it on here. It's very important that you understand this. Because some people... You know what? It's actually... They're showing it on television. Let me see. It's a television shot. And it's pertinent that you hear, because what he does is he goes and he says, now, it's important to know that you have to, in order for a building to come down like that, you have to destroy the base of it. He went into detail on, let's see. Yeah, he went into detail. This might be it. No, it's not it. But it was in a shot like...
Every fucking week. Fuck, I hate my fucking job. Alright, man, cool down. Let's make you get some points.
No, that's not it. So,
The fact that you
let's see. Nine-one-one. Must. It's not gonna say this, but they know I'm typing it in, don't they? If they left this up, boy, it's not good. This is smoking gun.
They saw it coming.
Salakia.
As affected
Oh wow.
commercial airliners flown into those two buildings, and they came down. We presume because of the initial explosion, there may have been secondary explosions as well that were detonated in the building by these terrorists. Robert Harper.
Ooh, that was part of it. Let's see. So that's a smoking gun right there. That's one, but he was on there saying you have to destroy the base of the tower first. Letting you know that he was an insider who knew what was going to happen, but he chose, right, to say that. Why did he say that? And he was saying it in real time, too. It's probably right here. I'm going to find it real quick, so bear with me. Or maybe I won't, because this isn't just... No, I'm not going to find it.
They saw it coming. That
No, this is him narrating some shit. It was live, so they couldn't stop him from saying what he said. So they're probably not going to find it. They probably expunged it. If I ever find it, right, it's Tom Brokaw saying, now, you know, and this is while the buildings were coming down. He's saying, you know that you have to destroy the base of the tower first before they can come down in that fashion. He explained that. And so what I mean when I say that is these people, some insiders, know what is about to happen as it's happening. Okay? How does that pertain, right, to what's going on right now? What's going on in Doha? Did they strike leadership like they did in Lebanon, and they blew up some pagers? And see, that's a big old story. They could blame anything on that, right? Oh, we were just drone striking some leaders, sending fire down from heaven, that type of thing. Don't trip. No. What's in Doha that Israel needs right now as they conduct World War III? Oil. You can't conduct a world war without oil. Let's do our history. Is there a cartoon on this? There used to be. Where's that cartoon? It explains it quite well. Saying that. Anyway, oil was the reason Japan attacked Pearl Harbor.
Why did Japan bomb Pearl Harbor during World War II despite them knowing they would lose any war with the United States? This was mainly because they thought they had to survive. Japan was running out of resources by 1941, especially after the oil and steel embargoes placed on Japan by the US in July. Therefore, they needed to conquer new territory and extract the resources from it to continue the war.
What is Israel doing? Conquering new territory to do what? Extract what? What they need to do what? Just explained it. This is what happened in World War II. Listen close. It's what we see happening right now.
Why did Japan bomb Pearl Harbor during World War II despite them knowing they would lose any war with the United States? This was mainly because they thought they had to survive. Japan was running out of resources by 1941.
What was going on in 1941? They were in the middle of World War II.
After the oil and steel embargoes placed on Japan by the US in July. Therefore, they needed to conquer new territory and extract the resources from it to continue the war.
To do what? They stole the oil. Why? Damn it. Okay, I gotta let them. What is Israel doing in Qatar right now? Are they bombing Hamas? No. They're telling you a lie while they're doing this. Okay?
They could have.
This is why World War... Are we in World War III? Oh, no. We're just over... Is Israel trying to defend itself from everybody around them, or are they just trying to strike Hamas leaders?
Look how easy it is to be racist.
The niggas are on 15 fronts right now.
Why did
Okay?
Japan bomb by the US in July? Therefore, they needed to conquer new territory and extract the resources from it to continue the war. They could have invaded Russian territory in Siberia, but the Japanese decided it would be a much smarter idea to start a war with the United States and destroy their navy in Pearl Harbor before quickly taking Southeast Asia. As we know, this didn't end very well for Japan, but at the time, they felt like it was their only choice.
So, they made a wrong choice, right? Pretty much like Israel is doing right now. How do we know? Then shall the dragons have the upper hand. These fools are going to be troubled, bled, and they're going to flee. With that, we hope the electorate edified you, brothers and sisters.